city of San Francisco. Sausalito Bay. This is downtown. Bay Bridge. And there's San Francisco Bay. Buses have started unloading people too. And now we're going to have a view further to the west, the western part of the city. Golden Gate Park, Marcus's neighborhood there. And the mountains of Marin. Of course, the Golden Gate Bridge. Here we are at Linda's house. The table is set for the party.
In the meantime, while I was gone, she made a lot of improvements in clothing. So it makes it possible to a lot of stuff that a lot of people saying. I remember she used to live in this area.
Handsome folk. It's still. Yeah, I was going to say, you folk are
made by a town.
But yours is great. You can't miss her in the crowd. No, it's just how you feel about it. And if the flesh is willing, sometimes there are a few problems en route, but if the flesh is willing. Daddy, take this. Doing good still. Get it.
Two videos. One, yes. I was reading things like, yes. Linda,
Hi, I haven't seen.
who is the generous donor? No,
Oh, really?
she'll be coming.
She's
You
been
can start actually.
Just.
No. Wait 5 minutes.
What is this? Did you take it from your set? What?
You know him that well?
No, somebody gave it yesterday. Two periods and another one with Pavarotti and Milano. I mean, all of them. It was exceptionally nice selection. So it was so nice.
We get Pavarotti next week, I think.
He's coming?
He's coming here? Yeah, he's going to sing the Bohème. I hope he hangs in there. He sometimes comes for the first or second performance and then moves on.
This is nice. These are songs, individual songs. She does a lot of them. She does opera. There's Fledermaus in Baden-Baden, so we went there by bus, I think. It was fun.
Baden-Baden, 1937.
No, this was, in fact, this is not Baden-Baden, it's Baden by Wien.
Baden-Baden
is in Germany. This is Baden-Baden, plain Baden.
Look at how you both got dressed with sweaters today.
Yeah.
Leon has a sweater on too.
Well, he gave it to me. Did you take my sweater? He gave me one just like it.
Interesting.
I met them yesterday. I don't think I'd ever met them before.
Really? They were at the shul yesterday. And then in California. They're nice girls. Part of a project, part of the semester. Foods, and what was your favorite? What did they do? And the pictures and a map from where they came. It's a very interesting thing. So youngsters are becoming very interested.
Really something that I think is there was a tendency to get away, especially also from the Russians with the migration. Forget about this was not, they didn't have too fond memories, get away from it. And it was also nothing to brag about. Usually, many things everybody gets into that situation. What happened to me, talking about trying to get away. When I came to this country, I lived in New York for a short while, 2 months. I remember when I lived in Virginia, in a small town, for a number of reasons. But at least I was there. And I was there for 6 years, until the war. I was drafted. And the people there began to turn against German people. Very strongly, Although they knew if you did the least thing, I had a radio and they suspected I was a spy. I mean, this country made terrible mess. So everybody was suspect. Everybody was suspect. Here's what happened. You see, I was there. I was invited to the FBI. It's a great the investigator checked me out very well. Not by a reason, I received goods which were on the back birthday boy. But twice. What happened there was I bought some land. Hey, look over here, everybody. Smile. And I'm going to much cheaper. $1 a front foot for the land. That's all I paid for. In Virginia, where I live.
Yeah. Just keep talking. That's right.
Little motions in it. When they take notes, don't stand still. Wait, stay together.
Well, because you're a professional. It goes with jumpsuit. Is it jumpsuit? No, it's partly just on the business.
They're getting along pretty good, huh?
After 24 years in marriage?
No, I didn't mean that. I know they're very, they have a solid marriage. But I mean, they're both, is she working too?
Yeah, she's working part-time now.
Yeah,
She's working in a nursing home. Well, she's going to college. Hi!
Wait, one more.
You look so good. Thank you. She's great.
How about Julie Esther?
She just went upstairs.
After we get done with all our pictures, I'd like to get around to eating one.
So how are you doing, man?
Everyone, take a plate from your seat and help yourselves and caution for the step here, okay?
What is it, the end?
Help yourself.
But they usually can help you to get started.
A little bit, but not having any kind of documentation of anything, we were so lost. So opened up 3 encyclopedias. I looked up Bernstein, also my mother's name. On my mother's side, I couldn't find too much, and some of the names I rather doubt.
David's here. Oh, wonderful.
A certain indication which told me that perhaps they're not.
Oh, can we eat now?
Quite Jensen.
Strangely enough, David.
Danny, what kind of jam would you like, honey? Hi.
Her name was Florence. She came from the same.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think in my mother's family, there's a name very similar to that. It's not Bernstein.
That's not Cherry, that's,
There.
You sit on the TV tables, yeah.
Did you go down? Let's try it again. You get
Really nice.
I told you to rush.
Right, but that sounds so great that you made it just in time, you know. Oh, here, he's getting me in the picture. That was a little...
So you are
1740.
Would you like to...
Now this man was a very important person.
not the ideal expression of he said
Really the top person. And you must have just all
Yeah.
in addition, he was looking for the guy.
You are right. I see you. I'm right. So
And the day I keep the percentage like this.
but we had another choice. Let it be for good luck. Right?
the same that is amazing.
I was so startled when I read all that. I said, well, I'm on the right track.
Your mommy doing this for you?
Yeah. Ricotta?
Past. I said, my dear young man, you should be busy doing your future, not your past. Look at the past later on. This is not the time of your life.
You want to sit next to your brother? It came that way in the container. Good enough for you? Julie down.
I enjoy it. I do much more reading the TV guide than watching
Give you some
TV guides.
same thing, please.
Let's do our
channel that I think it just started on cable.
Isabel would like some
Mirror, well, first of all, there's
Would you like some?
Maybe later on if I in space.
there's a chain of high Sierra camps
Excuse me.
around you, the periphery of Yosemite. There's a profile map to show how high each one is from the other. And there are certain routes you can take where you get fairly level. There are others which have a lot of changes.
Sure, we'll do that. My father's having a photography. That would be nice. I think it's worth it, you know. We're all Calgary.
Yeah, I mean, business.
That's right.
Carmel Monterey Mountains, I don't know at all.
Dad, can I ask you something? What's the name of the room that the dinner is going to be in tonight? Embassy room? Okay.
8 days ago.
Okay. And the other one's an embassy room. And the dinner will start at 6, right?
Beautiful.
And do you predict, I know, do you predict a certain time my thing might start? Yeah. Maybe figure about 7.
Mr. Klaus, the coffee of the
Uh-huh.
final two things.
Yeah.
Doesn't
matter. Anybody.
Okay, Nathan can do it. No, that's all I know, because you said on the one, right on the
The children's table.
Children's table, the big children's table.
big kitties.
And I was there in
Where is it you're doing
Hi, Julie.
more photography?
Yeah, I'm doing some more and some more. Showing I have a museum accepting one of my works. That was my first acceptance by the museum. The Monterey Museum of Modern Art.
I helped
You think it's easy to get into museums? You helped
I helped you. I helped you.
You helped me, that's right.
I put the papers together.
She helped me put some papers together, that's right. I had a picture accepted after a few months of deliberation. It's very tough. The curator found it. Was that a permanent? I thought it was a pushover. Because it creates a stress factor Well, to them, it's a business. They want to look nice and they want to attract.
I wonder what this is.
He knows. He's had donut.
You're going to make something if somebody else has No, you probably mix them up with somebody else. I did not write it.
No, he was there a couple of weeks ago, and I saw it in the window there. Something she could be used for all occasions. She was invited to a Jewish home for Halloween. It had 30 kids, 30 shelters. All the kids from her school were invited over to this thing. She invited all the
Duck under you.
I invite somebody, but I will not come.
They have
No gift kind of makes people feel.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, light up. Here we go. Smile. Excellent.
Yeah, wait.
Thank
You
you.
got my eye. Daddy, you just got my eyeball. Okay, Dad.
Where do you want to sit? Does it mature in there?
Have you seen Julie at all? Yeah. It's right here and to the left. Yes, no, not there.
You bounce though. How can you tell the shit you're bouncing up and down like that?
I'm trying to make her laugh. Are your eyes okay? Your eyes are okay.
Okay, let's go upstairs.
You're going to be on film forever.
Okay, all right.
Bye.
Do you want to do that and then you're going to look back at yourself when you're 14 years old? You're going to go, oh no.
We're going to show this on your 75th birthday, Danny.
That's not a nice thing to say, my gosh.
It's
Okay, it's okay.
Even if it is true, it's not a nice thing.
Give him legal advice.
We were just talking about you don't want to be able to read our lips. That's why we're not saying anything.
We're about to get into the car for the ride to the hotel. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco.
Plus the appropriate area codes and so forth. Okay. Wake-up calls you can order through the operator. We also have an alarm clock there if you need to make use of it. And let me just show you the bathroom. Bernstein said, should we take this out? Some of the amenities you should have everything here, but if you need any additional shampoos or body conditioning or anything, then a hairdryer. We have them. Please call housekeeping. They'll be happy to assist you.
Okay, super duper. Thank you.
Very good. Francis, I hope you'll have a pleasant study bags here. We have complimentary shoe shines, so you may put your shoes outside. You can shine those at night or even during the day if you need to. Additional blanket. If you need a non-allergic pillow, that's right here. We use down feather pillows on the beds.
I think we're all set. Just
Good.
one moment.
Certainly. And I hope you will enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
I will certainly see you tonight.
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Thank you.
I never take the bag, so it doesn't make any difference. Or this is my bag, I start to need it.
Any place for the in this house?
There or for
Everybody.
Now we're going to look out at the view.
Oh, in the synagogue,
Yeah, the
for
synagogue.
everybody. There were 200
Bay
people.
Bridge.
for lunch.
Yeah, everyone in the shul for
What
years.
this is
Everybody
tremendous.
came. It was very, very large. It may not have been 200. It was over 100, I know that.
Yeah, but it's a
many,
big thing.
many people were there.
But this was all catered there, yeah?
Yes, yes. And the only problem, one of the girls who was helping scalded her hand very badly. And Linda took her to the hospital.
Court Tower and Alcatraz Island.
But this is stations.
Hi.
That they have been. Howdy. Welcome to lovely Mandarin Oriental San Francisco. And all the
It's a nice place.
I bet they have very nice shopping in this.
One of the upper floor passageway windows, a great view of San Francisco. It's a gorgeous day. Sailboats all over the bay. You look very distinguished, Abba. I just put his tuxedo on for the first time in the hotel room.
Let me look at myself.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I want to say you
I
are.
think we look absolutely smashing together, don't we?
All right, wait a minute. Hold that pose.
Which pose? That pose?
Whichever the one is that you look smashing together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my, yes.
No, but I want to have Uri too.
I have.
Last minute preparations.
Okay.
Library, so waiting for the guitar.
Yeah, it's a club.
Ready to go inside for open party. A lot of excitement. I'm trying to pin my dress. I'm pinning Debbie's dress so she doesn't lose anything. There's Alan watching the game. Alan,
I gotta get Alan.
turn. By the way,
This is the.
hi, Uri.
I'll be back. Gotta see Alan watching the.
Hi, Uri.
How they doing, Alan? 6 seconds left and they have the ball on the 6-yard line. God, I better stop taking pictures and watch this.
Okay, good.
Joanne taking out the name
Hi.
cards.
Hello. Here we are, finally getting this event underway. A lot of planning, a lot of excitement. Ilana, say hi, Uri. Ilana, this is Debbie. Elliot, say hello to both of them.
Are there 2 eggs and Bernstein? Yes. Mom, this is Eve right near us.
Good.
And we're starting down the same.
Oh, the hamotzi? Terrific. Wonderful. There's Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Daddy. Hi.
Hi, Jeffrey.
And there's all the familia.
So don't go.
Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, no. I got it. Everything has I forget what it's called. Name a few stores in downtown. Name a few.
All the ones that are all the ones that are pro attorney, those are the ones on there.
See, 104, I didn't realize until I read this book. 104 wins. It negates 101, 102, 103. Made it 10%. And they dropped. Day after the plane.
Good job.
Okay, sit.
Let's push her. Come on.
Come in. Now we got a group.
No, wait, which is the flag? It's ready now?
Good smile.
This I do nothing with.
Yeah, there we have to get it back.
I got it.
And press.
Wait,
See it?
wait, where's my camera?
You know?
Come on, get in there, get in there. Wait. Woo. Come on.
Wait, I gotta make sure I get them all in.
Gotcha.
Good.
We have the official, we have the unofficial.
No. Right.
Dear folks, David has the rose missing.
Oh, Uri, wait. You're gonna shoot me, I'm gonna shoot you.
Okay. We'll have to show each other our movies after this.
Dueling cameras.
Debbie, quite a spread over your house.
This I got. No,
Yes, Danny.
take this away.
This is good?
You bist, my friend. You want to come in too? Danny, come now, wait a minute.
Thank you.
Now I take one the same. Oh, that's one, two. Okay, stay put. I would like to. Okay, look here.
Work by watching the cameras.
Thanks for being part.
I'm gonna shoot two more. Just a minute, sir.
Oh no, I have to go now.
The family. Joanne, Jeff.
I don't know who to look at. Sarah there.
Did you go to family plotting?
This is like more pictures.
I've ever seen in one place, yeah.
What? Okay, Lonnie? He's so funny. Yes.
Family picture.
Nathan, he should stand.
We'll start with a lower row. Debbie. Julie, Danny, Ilana.
You better get in, Billy.
Steal pictures.
That's what you gotta do.
We always finally gotten a chance to have our own picture together.
And I finally got him into a new suit after 10 years.
It's an accomplishment.
And I bought you a new dress, finally.
Right. Finally, I get a chance to be on video without being in my jeans.
And here's one.
And here's Oliver in his tuxedo.
I want to do this photography.
Oh,
Okay.
Dad, your cap's on. Your cap is on.
We just did.
Here we go. Ready? Nice smiles. Everybody.
1, 2. Good. Wait, hold it.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Uri.
They did. Thank you.
Hi. Next group. And Joseph. Rachel.
Your back.
Nathan. And Bertha. And Isabel. And Uncle.
It's too far.
Come on. embassy room in Mandarin Hotel. Coming to dinner here.
Mandarin Bernstein to do the Hamotzi for us. Welcome to all of you who have come from near and far to celebrate the 75th birthdays of my father Marcus and his twin brother, my uncle Leon. Tonight, we are privileged to be honoring two special men who have reached a milestone in their lives, their 75th birthday. What does a span of 75 years signify? Imagine the year 1913 when they were born, their odyssey in coming from Germany, their lifetime of experiences. When you've been married for 75 years, it's called a diamond anniversary. I'm going to look at their 75th birthdays as diamonds. Like a diamond, these men sparkle with good humor on the outside. Like diamonds, these men are many-faceted. Like diamonds, they are tough and persevered through the hardships of life. And like diamonds, their youthful spirit and good nature will live forever and will shine forever. And now Julie and Danny will do the Hamotzi.
Very good.
They're so useful that they even have reached their full strength. Yesterday, we read the portion in the Torah of Chayei Sarah. Describes the Sarah, our matriarch, and I must say that our two guests of honor, our sister-in-law Isabel and our sister-in-law Izzy, represent in them the qualifications and the virtues expounded. In the Setra is mentioned that Abraham Baba Yamim, Abraham got old, Hashem Berach Abraham Bakol. God blessed Abraham with everything. comments on that, only with two blessings. One blessing, the Birchat Haaretz and the Birchat Hazera. We are very happy that we are connected with the land of Israel, and it's my special privilege to greet our son Nathan and our daughter-in-law Rachel, who came half around the world from the land of Israel to attend this ceremony.
Leon look alike, and tried to borrow $20 from my dad, realizing it was Uncle Leon, and Leon said no way. So we used to have, when we had like Joanne's wedding and Linda's wedding, we used to put both of them on the piano bench in our house. They're both their heads, and then everybody used to close their eyes, and they used to switch, and nobody would ever know who was who. But that brings kind of the uniqueness of our occasion, in that they're twins. And I want to wish them all the best, and Mazel Tov and the L'chaim for this evening.
Now I want to call upon old family friend, Mrs. Rothschild, who will do a poem for us. Lori and Ilana Jagoda, who have a rap for Opie and Uncle Leon.
Opie's bursting is really cool. Every shop he goes to shul. Opie doesn't have very much hair, and he always sits in his reclining chair. Whenever Omi cleans and cooks, Opie's always reading his book. Omi and Opie buy us lots of stuff, but we always tell them we're spoiled enough. After circuses, fairs, and a whole lot more, Opie always takes us to an ice cream store. When we play rock music, Opie won't start. He only likes to listen to his Mozart. To wrap up this rap, we just have to say, we hope Opie and Uncle Leon have a very happy birthday. I love my Opie and he loves me. His movies are so fun to see. He makes good speeches at the show and says the kid is kind of cool. He buys us ice cream on Saturday night. I like to eat it with delight. Happy birthday to the best twins I know, Opie and Uncle Leon. Now on with the show.
Our choice is very clear. Our votes go to Opie and Uncle Leon, two men so very dear. The ballots don't need to be counted, no more polls need to be taken. For these candidates are both winners, and there is no mistaken. The proof of their record is easy. Devotion and commitment to family life is their style. Both as community leaders, their achievements will go on for a long, long while. But without their special first ladies, my dear Omi and Aunt Isabel, who were always their secret advisors, though they would never tell. Republicans and Democrats, you'd better step aside and make way for the Bernstein party. There's going to be a big landslide. Just keep your great sense of humor. 75 years is just a start. We want to celebrate till 120. You will always be in our hearts.
Life is a common ray of shine.
birthday wish for two. To Dad and Uncle Leon, we raise our cups on high for two simply wonderful guys. I'm as happy as matzah on Pesach, happy as lox is on cream cheese and rye, that we've all come to take part in this love for two simply wonderful guys. We all know them as Markus and Leon, our dad, uncle, Opie, hubby or brother. You couldn't find others if you searched the world end to end. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. You deserve every minute tonight. Happy 75th to you, brothers, with good health and plenty. This 120 for two simply wonderful guys. We trace back the roots of the Bernstein family to the start of the 20th century. Life wasn't easy for Reuben and Haya, had a dozen children. One was Mother Ethel, she married Nathan. Soon they had 5 sons, Reuben, Willie, David, then the twins. certainly is very long, so let me share a few things that I saw. A father, a husband, a temple supporter, a teacher, a traveler, an importer, exporter, a cousin, and a brother-in-law. There's no brothers like those, brothers like no others I know. Always there to help us when we need them, always there to give a helping hand. Help with our schoolwork, or as president, they weren't hesitant, they were the men. There's no business like their business, it keeps them on their toes. Never giving up no matter what the odds, wives beside them to help the job. Always optimistic with a happy perk, just keep up the good work, just keep up the good work. I'll get your piece of paper ready now. Ready, everyone? 75 years we can all celebrate, with 120 years left to go. We can all thank these twins for the joys that they bring. We hope tonight our thank you sure to show. 75 years we can all celebrate, with 120 years left to go. Raise your cups to toast them to daddies with the most and wish good health to them from head to toe. On behalf of all of you on my left and right, who come from near, come from far to share this birthday night, I wish a l'chaim to our Markus and to Leon and a big thank you to this evening's host. 75 years we can all celebrate, with 120 years left to go. We can all thank these twins for the joys that they bring. We hope tonight our thank you sure to show. 75 years we can all celebrate, with 120 years left to go. Raise your cups to toast them to daddies with the most and wish good health to them from head to toe.
Danny said Uncle Leon comes first. I'm supposed to be the older one. So therefore I have priority. Well, I can say only one thing. We are absolutely overwhelmed. Isn't that such a job? I can't believe it. If all this were put into one film, it would be worthy enough to go into the archives and in the history of the family. Well, I was going to say a few words. I don't want to be too lengthy because, after all, I don't want to spoil the evening. But I'd like to say a few things, if I may. Our good brother here and I, we went a long way together. After all, 75 years is a little span of time. 75 years is a good time to do things. It's not too late. Take Abraham. When he left Haran to go to Canaan, he was 75 years old. So the Lord must have thought he was capable to do these things and be the founder of a great nation. So it says in the Parsha Lech Lecha, which was our mitzvah Parsha only 2 weeks ago, right, Nathan? And a significant passage in the very first paragraph of Lech Lecha says in the very end, V'hiyeh beracha, you, Abraham, shall be for a blessing. Now those two simple words tell a complete history, because my own history was that I was the first one of the family to come to America. And it was my obligation and duty to try to bring the rest of the family over to this country. The first one came was Markus. And then came Willie and Bertha and Annie when she was just a little girl. Then came Reuben. David came later. So I was the, you might say, the pioneer of the family. We all came to live the American dream. This is what we wanted. We had no idea what was waiting for us. It's like going into a complete dark and uncertain future. But thanks to God, we came out fine. Markus and I, we were able to achieve success. Willie did very well. David did beautifully. We all had our families. We all were able to establish ourselves. So when it said in the Chumash, "V'hiyeh beracha," you shall be for a blessing. So we were actually enabled to be a blessing to our families, as well as to the community. Now this is really the subject of my talk. The blessing which Markus has so abundantly given to the people around him, to his family, and to the community. There's no way that you could not feel the warmth and reception which was accorded to us because of him. And there's certainly always will be a place in this community. People will love him for what he does, and this beautiful group of people is testimony to the kind of feeling which is extended to him in great abundance. Now, the trip to America for me was a great adventure. Going into an unknown future, not knowing what was there, but thanks to my late uncle who brought me over here and to his family, I was able to start out in a small way. In fact, when I was in New York just a few months, I moved to Virginia into a very small town with hardly anyone there who was able to offer any sort of hospitality. Because I wanted to be established as soon as possible to do what I felt was my duty, to bring my family over here. I remember in Virginia, it was like a wasteland. There was just so little cultural life. It was pitiful. It was a very small town. But when I lived there, I established a Hebrew school. I taught them Hebrew. And we had concerts, we had lectures. So when I finally left to go to the army, there was something there that I left. It was not always pleasant, but because I was alone. But it was a beginning. And my brothers came, each one of us was able to make a place for himself in the community, have their family become a meaningful asset to our Jewish community in every way. So this is something to look back on and to be proud of. When I look back, what were some of the highlights of my own life? Besides coming to America, which was certainly a great adventure. One was that when I was in the army within a short time, on our birthday, I was called into the intelligence department to come immediately to report for something. I didn't know for what. I thought I did something wrong. No. They wanted me to become a citizen. So on my birthday, I became a citizen. And in fact, it was a relative of our family who swore me in, a judge. So that was the first step. After being in the army for some months, I became an officer in the United States Forces. And being sworn in, to me there was a proud moment because I could do something for my country, because this is my adopted country. That was one more highlight of my army career. Coming home, then came the most important highlight perhaps in my life, to marry Isabel. And we had a wonderful marriage for many years, hopefully many more years to come. All these things added to the beauty of things in life to make it more pleasant and more meaningful. Then, being here and being with my good twin brother and my other parties, members of the family, we were able to renew a closeness which we always had as children. When we left, we've drifted apart, but we're together. We're here, and that is what counts. So I want to thank all of you people to be participants in this beautiful seminar. Especially I want to thank Markus, because he is the host, with the hostess, and Linda for doing such a gorgeous presentation, which I will never forget. And I want to thank every one of you, Ilse, to be so very helpful, to make everything just right. Thank Nathan and Rachel for coming here from very far away, and all of you who've been able to come and celebrate with us. So I want to thank you, and the many mazel tovs you have given to me and to Markus will extend them in return to you. So thank you all, and we hope we have many more symbols of this kind. Thank you very much, Father Leon.
It's not on, Dad.
You know, I got a bone to pick with you. You know, I never knew, but you are the pushy type. You insisted to be born first. I don't know what made you do that. You think you know everything. Do you know the name of your midwife? No, I do. Miss Frau Teich. Ich habe sie rausgeschleppt. Okay, I'm glad. Now, I want to congratulate you. I have nothing against you. I just want to congratulate you on something. You know, you have reached what you call the metallic age. Silver in your hair, gold in your teeth, and lead in your pants. We had a long way to go to come here. 75 years is a long time. As already Joanne pointed out, this is the diamond anniversary or birthday. And I have a lot of diamonds to show. And who is my super #1 diamond? Chanukah. My inspiration, and she was shining forth as such a wonderful woman in many respects. Everybody loves her, and everybody knows how wonderful cake she can bake. It's just one of the small virtues. But as a one diamond and little me, we have a few major diamonds. 4 wonderful children. #1 super diamond is our able oldest son, Myron. He's a marvelous photographer, and I know he has done great things. So who's number 2? Of course came Joanne. Joanne, a girl also of many talents and beautiful kids. And the little diamonds I want to introduce, Deborah,
Big diamond, don't forget.
Laurie, and Ilana. And we have a wonderful son-in-law, Jeff, who is our pride and joy. And we're blessed with wonderful son-in-laws. You know, this is almost like children, just like children, you know. We have such a closeness together. Whenever he comes to the house, he gives me a kiss, and I'm just his special daddy, so to speak. Now, of course, next in line is our very great talent, Linda. She was smart enough to marry another Bernstein. She didn't have to change her address to letterheads. And of course, the fruit of the wonderful marriage is, of course, our lovely grandchildren, Julie Esther.
Yay!
And of course, Danny. Now, last but not least, our young son, Nathan. Where is he?
He did. He said the gift.
It was Robert Bernstein.
I didn't forget Peter, don't worry. I know he was Peter is also one of my 2 favorite son-in-law. Peter Bernstein. He is very talented. He is extremely handy. Every time we get something new in the house, whether it be TV or any kind of a toy, and I know nothing about technical things, he's the one who can read the instructions. Also, we never get, when we come to a strange city, he knows the way somehow or another. And he is also very, very much with our family. The lovely Shabbat goes by, that Linda, Peter, and our children are with us. So we are very close in the family. And now I want to close my brief remarks, and I also go back to the same letter which was our bar mitzvah parsha, and I want to go a little bit further. And you were right to say, when Abraham got the command, Lech lecho, get out of this country, get going. I will not show you a country where I want you to go, and I will make a great nation, and I will bless you. But there's something else in it. And I will bless those who bless you. That means the blessings also reflect on others. You came here to bless us, and I want to give the blessing to you that you will have a long life, happiness, good health, together with all of us for many more years. Thank you very much. I didn't mention, but I certainly meant every bit of it. Our children, Stephanie, both of them have great talents, much more than I ever had. So we're truly blessed. Thank you all so much.
Was it one picture from Myron's buttons? Yeah, when you had this is your life. Yeah. I wasn't
Yes.
Stand on the other side.
You have to stand behind. You have to stand
Stand on
behind.
the other side so we can see.
If you stay right here, I'll guide you.
home? Sort of boring, but you know, it works as aerobic exercise. And it's painless. You can do it at home and you can watch television.
Okay, I'll ride the bike.
Oh, excuse me. Danielle, would you cook some lunch for Abba, please? Abba, tell Danielle what you would like for lunch and she'll make it for you. Would you like some soup?
Meanwhile, Danielle is playing in the kitchen. And by the way, it is December 10th, 1988. It's the last day of Hanukkah. And Abba has come into town for his first visit of the winter.